Welcome for the very last time to my pin room, or really my guest bedroom and office. This is my last video in here because I'm moving. My boyfriend and I were moving into a house together. It's actually just down the road from where I currently live, so it's not a super far move, but that still means that I have to pack up all of my stuff here. And I thought it might be fun to take you all along for the journey of packing up all of my pins. I have pretty much all of my pins scattered on multiple pin boards throughout the room. I debated just wrapping up the boards in bubble wrap and keeping the pins on them, but because a lot of the pins have dangles or they don't have two pin posts where they can kind of swivel around, I think I'm going to take them all off and wrap them up, so it'll be kind of fun to see just how much room all of them together take up in a box. And since I've never actually showed a kind of overview of tour of the room, I'll do that quickly so you can see the space that I've been filming in here. So this here is my second bedroom and office space where I film pretty much all of my videos. It's really kind of become my pin room, as just about all of the walls have pin boards on them. But my parents snowbird with me in Arizona for a bit in the winter, and this also becomes their guest bedroom with this IKEA futon that kind of converts into a bed. So I got the futon here. That little pillow came from the Disney outlet, and I found this awesome Disney pin trading shirt on eBay for like 99 cents. I have these signed musical posters on the wall. I love musicals. My dad has been a high school theater and community theater director. All of these are signed posters from ASU Gamage. I got them for free. Thank you to Sun Devil Rewards. Also have some little Chicago Cubs touches since I am from Illinois. Yes, I do have vases filled with rocks. I have all my crafting supplies that I use to make my little lollipop ears. I have small pin boards here and my old Mickey Mouse clock from when I was a kid. Heart-shaped pin board on the wall with these are non-Disney pins. These are DFTBA pins if you're a nerd fighter. Super cute tote from Hong Kong Disneyland that holds pins. My metal castle printing. Got the Zootopia pin board, my attractions pin board, my two big collection pin boards. Obviously here my desk that you see with my Mickey Memories plush that I got in the mail. Love it so much. I have a tendency to kind of dump stuff on the ground, so this is all my miscellaneous pin accessories and my Eda bags. This is kind of my little office organization space up here with, yes, I have more rocks in jars. I keep my non-Disney ears there. That cork board there is all my non-Disney pins. And then this final cork board is my sweets and snacks pins. And then the only other thing here is I have a huge poster of Minerals of the World. So a bit sad to officially be saying goodbye to this space, but I'm really excited to move into the new house, and I'll get my own full dedicated pin room and office in there, so I'm assuming it's going to be a pretty similar setup to what it is like now. So what I think I'm going to do is make little pin burritos rolled up in bubble wrap. I think I'm just going to spread pins out on a roll of bubble wrap, wrap them up a little bit, put some more pins on, and just kind of go from there. But the reason why I kind of want to take the pins off of the cork boards and not just bubble wrap around them, as you can see with this one, I have a lot of pins that kind of dangle off of this. I don't want things just moving around all a bunch. So it's probably going to be like Christine from Simply Nailogical, meticulously wrapping up all her nail polishes. I'm going to do that with all of my little pins. got one little pin burrito all finished up here. It might be a little excessive in terms of carefully packing and wrapping things, but I want to make sure my pins stay all nice and safe and organized in the move. so from my 3 small pin boards, I have 4 rather large pin burritos. Let's get some more pin boards to take apart. I've now moved on to my attractions pin board, and I haven't shown this pin board in a very long time. This was one of my very earliest videos. This is actually a base map of the Magic Kingdom from 2006. I am not a fan of the current map style from Walt Disney World. This is the map artwork style that Disneyland still uses, but the current maps are a lot smaller. So this older, larger style allows me to actually kind of fit the pins on there over where the actual attractions are. As I pack these away, I might at least talk a little bit more about myself so that this video isn't just entirely time-lapsed of putting pins into bubble wrap. If you don't already know, my name is Emily. I am 25 years old and I am a geology PhD student at Arizona State. I just finished my 3rd year in the program, and so I have 2 more years to go. My research works to understand what the environment and geology was like when early humans were evolving in East Africa. So it's basically trying to understand the interaction and relationship between Earth system history and human evolution. So I at least think that's pretty cool and interesting. I also have a side project where I work at a volcanic field down in Mexico. But honestly, most of doing your PhD is just the most tedious, monotonous work you can imagine. I work with sand samples, so a lot of the time I'll be at the microscope picking individual teeny tiny grains of sand that are then analyzed. So that's half of what I do. The other half of what I do involves working with very, very, very deadly killer acid in large amounts of quantities to dissolve rock. So that's fun sometimes, not really. But that's why I like to have this kind of fun Disney outlet, making these videos and kind of being part of the Disney community. I have been a lifelong Disney fan. My parents took me to the parks for the first time when I was 2 years old. I got this cute little Minnie Mouse outfit, and since then I've loved the parks, and my parents, you know, raised me watching Disney movies, so it's really been something my whole life that I've absolutely loved. So I am 25 years old, but I know I probably don't look my age. I can't even tell you the amount of times, like, in public, people have told me, I swear you look like you are 12 years old. Like, it was a TSA lady as I was flying home from spring break this year who stopped me and asked, how old are you? And I said, oh, I'm 25. And like, she actually said, I swear to God, you could have told me you were 12. So like, she probably asked me to make sure I wasn't like flying alone when I wasn't supposed to. But yeah, so I'm well aware I don't quite look my age. I assume it's like something that later in life, you know, it won't be a problem. But it gets a little old when you are working on your PhD and people still think you're in high school. You may have already met her on my channel and you've definitely seen her come in this room before, but I have a new little kitty cat named Micah. We adopted her after her owner had passed away, and once we move into the house, we're going to be introducing her to her brother, Celix. That is my boyfriend's kitty cat, who is a very energetic orange tabby cat. So we're crossing our fingers that that's going to turn out well, but Micah's a pretty sassy lady. She's very beautiful, so she generally gets what she wants. But we just hope that the kitties get along. There's going to be tons of room in the new house where they can each have their own space. We just want the little fur babies to be nice and happy. I guess what's some more stuff about myself? So as I've said before, I am from Illinois. I'm from the very far northwest Chicago suburbs. I'm from a very small town. My high school literally is surrounded by cornfields. Friends I've told that to did not believe me until they actually came to my hometown and saw. It's not exactly close to any place, but we can just take the train into downtown Chicago, and that was awesome growing up. I love Chicago. We always went down to see Broadway and Chicago touring productions, all the museums there, And of course, going to tons of Cubs games. I am a huge Chicago Cubs fan. When they won the World Series, that was like one of the greatest things ever. I was like actually just like full on in tears in my apartment the night that they won, because there's just so much history associated with it, and it just felt like it was something so special that you actually get to witness something that so many before you were not around to see. I went to college in Wisconsin. I went to Lawrence University. It's a small liberal arts school. I absolutely loved it there. It was such a great experience. I double majored in Spanish and geology and got a minor in history, so I covered a little bit of everything there. But let's just say I really like living in Arizona, climate-wise, a little bit more so than I did Wisconsin. I much more prefer warm, dry weather over very, very cold weather or very humid summers. So it's like what everybody truly says, Arizona is a dry heat. I would equate it to the blast of warmth you get when you open up an oven. In the heat of the summer, that really is what it feels like when you go outside. And once it's in the summer, it never cools off. So it could be the dead of the night and it's still gonna be over 90 degrees. But that's kind of the price that you pay when you get such nice winters and other nice weather for the rest of the year, so I'll take it. You get the gist of what I'm doing, so I'm going to pack away my 2 large pin boards off camera, and then we'll check back in and see how things are looking. Dun dun dun! Welcome to Pin Bubble Wrap Mountain! So wrapped up here is every single pin in my collection. It's a pretty hefty stack. It definitely took a lot of bubble wrap to get these all together. Now I just gotta find a box to put this all in, and it'll be ready to move over. All the walls now already look so super bare without my pin boards on there, but it'll be super exciting to get everything set up brand new in the new house. Thank you for joining me on this pin packing journey today. It'll definitely be a little bit sad to say goodbye to my apartment here and this space since I've lived here for 3 years, but I'm so excited for the new house. And I'm pretty sure my setup there is going to be just about the exact same that it is here, so it's not going to be too much of a change, but it'll be real nice being in a full house. So I'll sometime see you in the new space, and thanks for watching!